John Wick came out of nowhere. In my career, I've never seen a more unexpected turn of events.
Chad and Keanu are both in sync. These guys can finish each other's sentences. And these guys make you raise your game.
And they're both completely dedicated to these films. Chad has basically given his life to the Wick movies the last 7 years. He's not directed anything else. You know, Keanu kind of pops in and pops out and is able to do other things, but really at the core, I think this is who they are.
We did the first John Wick almost on a dare. You know, we all had good careers going, and Keanu had got a script that could have gone many different directions. And it wasn't until John Wick 4 that I realized that it's not the movie I intended to make. It's not the series I intended to make. It's not the character I intended to make. Somewhere between 1 and 4, it just became its own thing. I'll write a phrase or I'll write a scene, then you see it up and you see people clap, and you're like, kind of hits you for a second. But then you remember the genesis of that idea and how it actually happened, and half of them are luck. Half of them are nowhere near what I wrote down on that piece of paper. It's the way Keanu plays, the way the other actors interact, the way the stunt guys go, the way the camera moves. It's all these little happy accidents that come together, and it takes on its own life.
I met Chad Stahelski when I was training for The Matrix, and they were looking for stunt doubles.
I stumbled upon jackpot with The Matrix because I became Keanu Reeves' stunt double. To have somebody that put that much of himself in it was unheard of. And to see how much he cared. How could you possibly go to work every day with this guy if you gave even this much less than he did? The challenge was to give this much more than he did, which was not easy.
Chad went on to do second unit work, second unit directing, action design, started his own company, then co-directed John Wick. And so that's really where it shifted to Chad as a director, a producer, and working on the John Wick stories and what they would be.
What I've seen from Chad over the years is that he's evolved from, oh wow, that's the ex-stunt double of Keanu Reeves from The Matrix, to the best action director in Hollywood in the last 15, 20 years.
Well done. Well done.
Chad and Keanu have known each other forever, and that deep trust and bond that they have with each other has been there since day one. It's why Chad is here directing John Wick 4. I think there's very few franchises that have the consistency that we have with this core team of director, star.
Chad has directed Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and now Chapter 4.
His take on action and the way that action and drama and story have to kind of go hand in hand is my taste.
Keanu loves this franchise so much. I mean, he's in every script meeting. He's part of the casting discussions. He has come up with a lot of the best story ideas.
Here's Killer coming. Oh, fuck!
I love working with Keanu Reeves. I think he's one of the best creative, collaborative partners I could have ever wanted, let alone imagined. The fact that he puts so much of himself into John Wick is not just his professionalism, it's because he actually loves it.
We've been in that awesome position where after the first one, we thought, what else could John Wick do? We've always tried to be true and honest to the character and who they are.
John Wick doesn't come from a pre-existing IP, so we don't have to adhere to certain rules or lore or mythology that was established 50 years ago. It's from us. So every prop, set piece of graffiti on the wall, and line of dialogue is coming from myself or Keanu or from our creative writing team.
I mean, I could have brought it closer.
Do it on this one. Now we're in our fourth one. I think we've built the trust with each other to go beyond what we both feel safe doing.
And action, guy goes, open up.
I have to get my entire crew of, 100 strong to trust me enough to go down this road and give me everything they got. And it starts with Keanu. I think that's the main thing, is we trust each other enough to step off the cliff together.
What I love about it is everybody's so passionate. It's really a spectacle to be in a space like that, and a blessing to be able to work at that level with people who are masters at their craft.
It's a pleasure to work always with Keanu and with Chad, and it doesn't get stale. It's not the same movie all the time. It grows, it continues. The budget gets bigger, the sets get bigger, the films get better.
These are those kind of movies that you can revisit again and again and again, that they're just always fun to watch. This world of John Wick is just so much fun and so cool visually. The opportunity to do those kind of things and do them well, that's the shit, man.
Making these films is so unique and special each time, and it's been so great to partner up with Chad to make them. It hits us all the time, you know, we're like, oh my God, we try to soak it in, you know?
The answer to the question why can't I do John Wick is because we love them. And when we get done with it, good, bad, right, wrong, you like it, you don't like it, every choice in a John Wick movie is from myself or Keanu. Whether you think we make good choices or bad choices, there are choices.